10 of the most famous Filipinos. Our first is Corazon Aquino, a politician. President Corazon Aquino was born in 1933, in Manila. She is the widow of Benigno Aquino Jr., an opposition leader assassinated by the Ferdinand Marcos regime. She reluctantly ran for the presidency in the wake of her husband's death and became symbolic of the Filipino people's desire for change following nearly 2 decades of authoritarian rule. Aquino assumed office in 1986, following the removal of Ferdinand Marcos from the presidential office. She served as president of the Philippines from 1986 until 1992. The second one here is Manny Pacquiao, a boxer and a politician. Manny Pacquiao is a Filipino professional boxer, media celebrity, and politician who became world famous for winning boxing titles in more weight classes than any other boxer in history. He changed the game of boxing and became a national hero worth millions, and arguably the most famous Filipino in the world. Manny rose from abject poverty to the pinnacle of his sport, and he also eventually became a senator in the Philippines. Third is Rodrigo Roa Duterte, a politician. Rodrigo Roa Duterte, born on March 28, 1945, also known as Digong, Rodi, and by the initials PRRD, is a Filipino politician. Duterte was elected president of the Philippines in 2016 on the strength of a campaign that promised the execution of drug dealers and other criminals. So far, his war on crime has already resulted in the killing of thousands of people across the archipelago country. Duterte's raw and vulgar vocabulary keeps him in the headlines. He called Obama son of AW and has used homophobic slurs to describe opponents. Next up is Charisse Jake Cyrus, a singer and an actor. Charmaine Clarice Relucio Pimpenko, aka Charisse, is a Filipino singer who rose to popularity through YouTube. She underwent gender reassignment and identifies as a male by the name Jake Cyrus. Dubbed by Oprah Winfrey as the most talented girl in the world, he released her first international studio album, Charisse, in 2010. The album entered the Billboard 200 at number 8, making him the first Asian solo singer in history to land in the top 10 of the Billboard 200 albums chart. Our fifth one here is Imelda Marcos, a politician. Marcos was known for her lavish lifestyle, endless socializing, and taste for designer clothes. She spent more than 2 decades as the First Lady of the Philippines, during which time she and her husband are said to have illegally amassed a fortune of close to $10 billion. Her luck changed in 1986 when a revolution in the Philippines forced the Marcoses into exile in Hawaii. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Now, let's continue with Imelda Marcos' story. Imelda returned to the country on the death of Ferdinand, died in 1989. Marcos has won 4 elections to the House of Representatives, but her tenure is tainted by lawsuits and convictions on corruption charges. Her collection of 2,700 pairs of shoes is often remembered as a symbol of extravagance. Coming up in 6th is Christian Bautista, an actor, a model and a singer. Christian Bautista is a Filipino singer, actor, host, and model. He first gained popularity in Indonesia with his hit single, The Way You Look at Me, in 2004. Bautista has since appeared in a multitude of shows across Asia, bringing the Filipino talent and his well-known charm to the global stage. He was a finalist in Star in a Million, a Philippine reality, winning 4th place. After the contest, he signed a recording contract with Warner Music Philippines and released his self-titled debut album, Christian Bautista. The multi-platinum album established his name as an OPM artist with songs such as The Way You Look at Me, Color Everywhere, and Hands to Heaven, topping the charts. The singer gained popularity not only in the Philippines but in other countries in Southeast Asia such as Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. The singer also collaborated with fellow Filipino singers Nina, City, Rochelle and Go, Sarah Geronimo, Sharon Regis, Eric Santos, and Mark Bautista. Next up at 7 is Joseph Rizal, an independence hero and a writer. Jose Rizal became a Philippine national hero because he fought for freedom in an exceedingly silent but powerful way. He expressed his love for the Philippines through his novels, essays, and articles. Philippines' freedom heroes are Jose Rizal along with Andres Bonifacio and Apolinario Mabini. That's because he was a key member of the Filipino propaganda movement, which advocated for political reforms during the Spanish rule of the country. The Spanish government executed Rizal in 1896. He paid the ultimate price for his country. In an everlasting tribute, Pinoys celebrate Jose Rizal Day every December 30th, the anniversary of his death. Josefa Lanes Escoda, a suffragist and a social activist, comes in here at 8. Josefa Lanes Escoda's contributions are symbolic of the capabilities and commitment of Filipino social workers. She dedicated her career and life to advancing social justice. Escoda, who was a suffragist, amplified the political voices of all Filipinas. In 1923, she served as the executive secretary of the National Federation of Women's Clubs, NFWC. She fought for women's involvement in the Philippine government soon after suffrage. Her forward-thinking, feminist ideals understood the power women possessed with their new civic identity. After training with the Boy Scouts in the U.S., Escoda returned home to develop Girl Scout leaders. She founded the Girl Scouts of the Philippines and was the group's first executive director. The Japanese military arrested Escoda for providing services to Filipino POWs, imprisoned and executed her. The Philippines honors Escoda with her image on the 1,000 Philippine peso. The country's currency features her image. Our number 9 here is Cristeta Comerford, the White House chef, but first, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let us dive into Cristeta Comerford's story. Born in Manila, Philippines, Cristeta Chris Comerford was the executive chef at the United States White House, becoming the first woman and Filipino-American to hold the position. The Filipino-born chef studied food technology at the University of the Philippines Diliman and immigrated to the United States at the age of 21. Lastly, Catriona Gray, a model and a singer. Catriona Elisa Magnayon Gray is a Filipina model, singer, television personality, and beauty queen. She is known for winning the Miss Universe 2018 title. On October 2016, Catriona was crowned Miss World Philippines 2016, where she won the Best in Swimsuit, Best in Evening Gown, Best in Fashion Runway, and Best in Talent awards. Catriona also won the Multimedia Award, Talent Award, and Top 5. Thank you for watching. Don't miss out on showing your support by liking, subscribing, and leaving your comments below. Also, be sure to explore the description for our sponsored shop link.